because we had been told there will be 4 hearings. तो कलकत्ता वाले थे वो तो नहीं आए क्योंकि वो कलकत्ता की हेयरिंग हो रही है, बॉम्बे वाले नहीं आए क्योंकि एक तो शॉर्ट नोटिस एक्टिविस्ट लोगों को तो यू डू नॉट डोंट फ्लाई, यू have to buy a blessed ticket and do reservation in time, which half the time you don't get. Anyway, the long and short of this is, next one please, that based on the hearings and based on and these are the companies that were making it, there were several. If you notice, Organ and Sharon, Unique and Nicholas, ये लोग तो बना रहे थे तो और भी थे. But OPPI is Organization of Pharmaceutical Producers of India, but they are actually the multinational lobby. They also intervened in the case because they said अगर एक दवाई के लिए if a decision is taken, जिसमें कंज्यूमर का और पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट का मामला होगा तो इनकी कल और दवाइयों को जो बेचना चाहेंगे उसमें फर्क पड़ेगा. So they did not want any action to be taken on this drug because this was the first drug, it was a pilot thing and it would have affected. And by the time the hearing was taking place, we had got a lot of material. The entire high network, all the people from all over, from Dr. Ole Hansen to, from Milton Silverman, Dr. Sidney Wood, सारे कि इनकी country में क्या action हुआ. I must mention the person who had started this whole thing कि ये दवाई से ये होता है, her name was Dr. Isabel Gal. She was working on reproductive research. उनका ये था कि जो malformed बच्चे हैं उनमें क्या चीज कॉमन है, क्या हो सकता है, why are they malformed? And she found the most common thing, this was in UK, she found that the most common thing was their mothers had undergone hormonal pregnancy tests. So she said, she wrote, and it was in Nature, and then that, just warning that this is what I found, and she wrote to WHO, the chairperson of the technical report series निकलती, the technical report series जो female sex hormone की थी, उन्होंने कहा प्लीज एक warning लिख दीजिए that women who are taking oral contraceptives, that while they are still on oral contraceptives, बंद कर दिया है मगर थोड़ा उसका इफेक्ट है, and if they get pregnant तो थोड़ा वेट करना चाहिए till उसका इफेक्ट हो गया, because hormones का इनके ऊपर नेक्स्ट जनरेशन पे फर्क है. अच्छा एकदम बंद कर दूं कि 1 मिनट लेके बात पूरी करूं? And Sanchit, anyway, the long and short of it is Dr. Michael Briggs, who was the chairperson of the technical report series, was in the payroll of a drug company, and this was not included. And so I'm skipping how he was found, because investigative journalists, the legal thing, a whole lot of people की वजह से. Next one please. Yeah, it is a skip. Next one. This is a little Tigrami thing, so I just want to. तो इन्होंने जो बैन किया, more than so many milligram estrogen, more than so many milligram progesterone per tablet ban. अच्छा, by the way, high dose estrogen progesterone जो oral contraceptive होता है उसी की बड़ी डोज को हाई डोज ईपी बोलते हैं. So they said, okay, ये तो per tablet लिखा है, गैजेट नोटिफिकेशन में बैन हुआ, तो आप इंजेक्शन तो देना नहीं दे क्योंकि तो पर टैबलेट लिखा है. हमने कहा मगर ऐसे खाओ जाता तो शरीर में है, मगर आप देख दीजिए इनका कोई इंटेंशन नहीं था. And they were free and periphery में they had flooded the drug. So क्योंकि there is no withdrawal of drug, no destruction of drug. So again Akash and all had to intervene. Akash is a group in Bombay Consumer on safety and health work. तो ये 8 साल बाद एक दवाई इतने लोगों को एडी चेटी का दम लगा के जिस ड्रग को. नेक्स्ट वन प्लीज. नेक्स्ट वन. अच्छा, तो इसको इस केस का क्या हुआ, एक तो इट वाज गिव बर्थ टू द ऑल इंडिया ड्रग एक्शन नेटवर्क, और दूसरा था कि ड्रग्स एंड कॉस्मेटिक्स एक्ट में मिसब्रांडेड सबस्टैंडर्ड स्पूरियस ड्रग्स की बैनिंग का स्कोप था. ड्रग्स एंड कॉस्मेटिक्स एक्ट में अमेंडमेंट के साथ हैजर्डस एक्ट हुआ. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस, earlier on western medicine was not supposed to be hazardous, it's supposed to be scientific and it's supposed to be great. Next one please. No, I think Dr. Ole Hansen I mentioned, just skip it. These are skip skip this also, but Dalton-Sheeta that I mentioned now. Just a little bit, because we are also talking about unsafe medicine. This IV fluid contamination in Delhi which had taken place. There were about 30 to 35,000 bottles with fungus floating. The testing that was done, it showed that it is safe. So whether the sample was changed or whether whose was given to give it, but the bottles, if you go and look where the distributor had in the store, every bottle that you fill, so it was a manufacturing defect. It can be sent back, but the distributor could not send it back because the lab report says it is quality drug, fine. So ना इधर का कुछ कर सकता था ना उधर का कुछ कर सकता था। ये ग्लिसरॉल की जो जे हॉस्पिटल में जो डेथ हुई थी, डाइथाइल ग्लाइकोल जो उसके साथ डाइफेनिल ग्लाइकोल 1% can cause kidney damage. 18% had been added. It was industrial glycerol and many people died. Many people got kidney failure. मगर इससे निकल के आता है जो लोग घर में जाके मरे होंगे, टू प्रूव इस दवाई से इसका कुछ लेना देना था। आपका जब तक एडवर्स ड्रग रिएक्शन मॉनिटरिंग नहीं होगा, आप प्रूव करते रह जाइए कि दवाई से इसका कुछ लेना देना है, there is no way they will not get compensation, no one will affect it. Next one. I just want to read this because it is from Justice Lenton Silva. These pages describe and illustrate ugly facets of the human mind and human nature, projecting errors of judgment, misuse of ministerial power and authority, apathy towards human life, corruption, nexus, quid pro quo between unscrupulous license holders, analytic labs, elements in industry department controlling the awarding of rate contracts, manufacturers, traders, merchants, suppliers, the FDA and persons holding ministerial rank. None of this will be palatable in the affected quarters, but that cannot be helped. He wrote this report, and I tell the hearings and all, and it was Rupa Chennai from Indian Express who was monitoring it, writing in the papers, and that's how rest of the public came to know what was going on. Next one. It's a public health issue, it's an issue of unsafe medicines, and you know, like when you give rapid insulin, you give rapid calcium, there are many drugs. So the issue of rational use of drugs is also linked with it. Some of the medicines are good, but if you give it improperly, the patient can be harmed and die, overdose of digoxin, etc. So when we are talking about the question of hazardous drugs, we talk of drugs which are hazardous inherently, and the hazardous use of a drug which is okay. So rational use of drugs, it becomes very, very important, and knowing that, like HIV contaminated, it was one registrar in All India Institute, his wife had been given anti-D. उसकी wife RH negative थी, उसका baby, you know, once you have a RH positive baby, you have to give this anti-D. And then he said, इसका test करो, and it was actually HIV positive. So hepatitis C, hepatitis B का blood में testing, blood product में testing करना, you know, it's absolutely essential and should be undertaken. And blood and oxygen are part of the essential drug list. I want to repeat, blood and oxygen are part of essential drug list. So when you give platelets like dengue hemorrhagic fever hota hai, or you give packed red cells, many of these, the need for ensuring quality. Next. कोइनाक्रिन, इसका भी कोर्ट केस हुआ था. ये कोइनाक्रिन है, मलेरिया लाइक एंटी मलेरियल की pellets थी. They were being put inside the uterus and inside the tubes, and it causes corrosion and you know जो fallopian tubes है, that they would basically, because of the inflammation and corrosion, would stick. So they were, but on the other side, some of this corrosive fluids were coming out. It could cause peritonitis and ectopic pregnancy, about which they were not telling. This was Center for Health and Social Medicine, JNU, ADVA and all, for this thing. Hormonal replacement therapy, there are concerns about that. Norplant, they wanted to bring Norplant, again women's groups, health groups, consumers fought about it. There were 6 needle-like thing to be put in the arm for 5 years. और हमारा कहना था अगर बीच में साइड इफेक्ट होगा तो कौन इसका responsibility लेगा? Because any woman who has, when you put IUCD, when there is blatant reproductive tract infection is evident, and still you are putting IUCD inside, तो उसके लिए antibiotics that time they said budget में नहीं है, तो exclusion of some of this thing कौन करेगा? Who will do the follow up when we don't have that? अच्छा, I just want to, anti-fertility vaccine, same thing was happening. A lot of trials were basically going on. Letrozole is an anti-cancer drug which is basically contraindicated for premenopausal women, contraindicated. And then they do a trial on 53 women and they say as a fertility drug, they clear it as a fertility drug when it's contraindicated for premenopausal. Anyway, the long and short of it is now it has been banned for as a fertility drug. As an anti-cancer drug, still continues. Next one, please. This I'm going to say very briefly because it is crucial. Because under the thing of counterfeit, to kill competition from generic drugs. Because the point that Shakti Velu and Dr. Samit and Chinu were making, that to have generic drugs which are cheaper, if the goose that lays the golden egg is killed, one is with acquisition merger, and they are calling the generic drugs in transit, being exported to African and other countries as counterfeit, because 60 to 80% of the sales of some of these big companies are from export. That's why some of the drugs they sell in India can be cheaper, because if they just base the thing on drugs that are sold in India, market is small. So they were held in Amsterdam as in the name of counterfeit. Next one. So there is something called IMPA, which is being called International Medicinal Product and Counterfeit Task Force. This has been formed by IFPMA, etc., Drug Pharma Lobby. They put it inside WHO. None of the member states have asked it. And there's a very, very khatarnak thing. I'm basically skipping this next one. And this is anti-counterfeit trade agreement. So those who know WTO के ऊपर कितना हल्ला मचा है, because it is not interest of health of the developing countries. So ये जो है ये एंटी काउंटरफीट ट्रेड रेजिम आप सस्पिशन के ऊपर आप डिस्ट्रॉय कर सकते हो, और उसमें जो एक्शन लिया जाएगा मैन्युफैक्चरर पे ही नहीं, मैन्युफैक्चरर एंड द पर्सन हु मेक्स द बॉटल, हु डज द लेबलिंग, हु डज द ट्रांसपोर्ट इन द ट्रक, everyone is going to be in this jar. Action will be taken against all of them. So the jar to prevent generic drugs is being set and is being done in the name of anti-counterfeit trade agreement, for which people who have been dealing with the issue of intellectual property rights have basically been fighting. Next one, please. This is just a small thing. Partnership for Safe Medicine. It sounds very sweet. We all want partnership for safe medicine. Just next one. This next one. If I can just say, why that one is important, because partnership for safe medicine has been again by the drug companies. They are giving funding to consumer organizations, and in their first planning meeting, the US patent office के लोग and US FDA के people are sitting in that meeting. गलती से they had called me. So 4 of the 5 objectives are related to counterfeit. See, counterfeit as a public health issue, we are all for it. We do not want, and a drug control authority should basically be dealing with it. But to basically do the policing for a private corporation, that should not be the agenda of the drug control authority. Next one, please. Yeah, and next. No, I just want to show, this is a partnership Safe Medicine. Next one, these are all pharma company का. Next. नहीं, वो पिछले वाला अच्छा. So counterfeit can kill. So that safe partnership का thing is, can you see the बंदूक can kill? So दिमाग में when they sell something, what sticks is counterfeit and it can kill, and you bring everything under the name of counterfeit. Next one. And the logo that is being used of Jan Aushadhi, and next one, yeah, Jan Aushadhi logo. So the question is, people will not know. They will not know what the real hidden agenda is. So since we are talking about hazardous drugs, we are totally against hazardous drugs. We are against adulterated drugs. We are against substandard pollutants. But the question of the IP link and that being brought in and then twisting everybody's tail because of that agenda is a totally different thing. Next one. Acha, ठीक है, no, these are the companies, because part of it is one should know what are the companies, which are the products, because Novartis, which has challenged Section 3D, also makes Wolveran and calcium sandoz, and since a whole lot of groups, Section 3D is to prevent evergreening of patents. It's a good thing in our Indian Patent Act, which the Indo-EU Free Trade Agreement, and they want it to go, and if it goes, generic drug production of cheaper thing will be very, very difficult. So Section 3D, we need to hang on to Section 3D, and because we have to hang on to this, what can we do to know Novartis कौन है? Novartis पहले जमाने का सीवा गायगी एंड सैंडोज है, पहले तो ये चिड़िया कहाँ से टपक पड़ी हमें यही नहीं पता, you know. So we never heard of Novartis. So Novartis is actually a merger of two companies. So all the products are basically under that. So what I would say, I just want to in the end show, is actually these are the challenges and the threats that are going to be simultaneously to the hazardous drug. This layperson's guide, this Chinu from low cost, I asked him to bring the copies, he's not brought, so I brought my copy just to show, because in this also, what is essential drugs, what are rational drugs, what are irrational drugs, what are hazardous drugs, what are the tools in different laws, Consumer Protection Act, Drugs and Cosmetics Act, what are the international class action issues that are taking place to get these drugs? Thoda sa uska understanding, basically from an action-oriented approach. Iske baad there is a lot of action I have written, but I think I will stop now before Dr. Shivcharanji says anything. Thank you.
Thank you, Meera. So friends, we have very nice 4 presentations in this session. To very rapidly recapitulate, first of all, Shaktivelu Sarvaraj gave us the key barriers to the access of the medicine, and Dr. Samit Sharma placed before you the politics of the pharma industry, that how at terrifically high prices people are getting medicine. Then Srinivas shared with you the various litigations and his associations with the low cost. And very passionately, Meera has narrated that in these different drugs, right from the days when Mexaform and quinoline drugs were there, how the banned drugs and cases were fought against that. So now you are free to ask your question. Be specific. To whom do you address the question among the panelists, and what is your question? Yes, starting from Narendra.
Yeah, my question is about this thing that this drug industry, as was said, it's about 1,000 billion rupees industry in India. And as I understand, out of that, drugs worth 42,000 crores, means 420 billion are exported, or in fact 480 billion are exported. What I want to know is this 480 billion worth of medicines which are exported, are they also of the same quality as we get medicines here in this country, or they are completely at a very rock bottom price, and they are completely at rational, ethical, sab kuch? So if that is the case, then our drug industry knows it very well that it is doing lots